All right, so we got potential shorts here on pound dollar. My old good three-way potential setup. Looking at how price is going to react in this supply that we're currently into. Looking for another bearish impulse. I'll ultimately would like to see the same length of this, right, be extended from one of these highs. Even if price doesn't hold the supply all the way, I'll be okay with price coming down here into this reversal zone. Mainly got to focus on um, potentials, seeing if price can reach back here, if it's going to hold, etc., etc. So right now, I'm just looking to see if we're going to get any confirmations. Opposed to how the daily candle is looking, you can see that price has grabbed bottom and top side liquidity, right, based off the size of this wick. And right, there's supply here even on the 4-hour as well. So price may come back a little bit higher. Perfectly okay with price coming back to a 786. Ultimately, just would like to see how and when price breaks back down, as well as the DXY, right, being our main driver. Still in a fluctuating uptrend here on the 15-minute, hourly uptrend as well. These areas when price tried to close beneath the whenever price tried to close beneath the 50 EMA here and here, we can see we've had immediate rejection. So also, I was about to say something about potential buys on AU, but I like the shorts here on GU instead. So we're in stage 6. We've had across the EMA back into this sweet spot of the fib zone. This first bigger fib, I'll make the lines thicker as well, are according to the high, ultimate high of the second impulse wave to the bottom side. And then this third fib, excuse me, this first fib is from the first wave, and the second fib is from the second wave, right? I want to see how price holds here. If it decides to hold, how it's going to hold. Ultimately, we can get a cross back beneath, down the EMA. I'll mainly be taking my entries like this. Probably at the 382 fib, which is low in my opinion. Can comfortably say risking 10 pips. Risking 10 pips to go for 40. Great trade here. Could even do something like that. Probably end up risking 15 pips. Just to be comfortable, just to be safe. Let me cautious though. Don't want to cause anything too fast, too quick. Just need price to reverse in one of these fib spot zones. So I'm gonna pause recording here and wait for another potentiality. Okay, so the start 6:32, the start of the opening of the new 30-minute candle. I can see we're having a reaction here off what looks to be a 15-minute supply, as well lining up with the hour supply. Just thinking layout, yeah. This 15-minute, 30-minute supply here is reacting here, getting a nice, we can get a candle close, another 5-minute bearish candle close. Go ahead and comfortable risking that 15 pips would be cool. But I'm gonna wait, especially until we can actually get price to close under the EMA. Gotta give the activate and cross back down. So let's see. Let's be patient and wait and see. Okay, price is pushing deeper and deeper into the bearish engulfing. I'm trying to hide the indicators here. This being step 7. Step 7 is activating cross, the start of the reversal. The activating cross is the last and third cross of the EMA. This wave being the first one, this wave being the second one, and this being the start of the third wave. We can see we reached the 618, tapped it. Heavy momentum here. This is exactly what we want to see. So now we want to see it pull back, right? And now I'm going to set a sell limit here. And I'm going to risk 15 pips. Like I said, we're trying to take it down to here. And I'm going to risk 2% on this bad boy because price is moving right now. Price is moving nice and heavily, what we want. So let's do this. Pull up trading view here. Side. And right, we want to have our sell limit here. Risking essentially 15 pips. And even though I see price moving heavily away from my desired entry area, everything falls in line. Everything should fall in line. So I'm going to input 2% risk. I'm going to risk 2% here because this is my setup. I see it all the time. Risking 2%, risking 2,000 to try to get 5,000. Open calc, and we're going to let that rest in here. And hopefully by the time this candle closes in 2.5 minutes, 2 minutes here, we can get a reversal. If not, if price can't come back here, I may have to take a lower entry. If that's the case, then I'll risk 20 pips from the lower side. And I may just have one there anyways, just in case. But I'm going to let price do what it do. And from a scalping standpoint, from a 5-minute scalping standpoint, we can see that price gave us some nice BOC, some nice breaker candles. And it's just heavily heading to the downside. So let's continue to wait here. It's actually doing exactly what we want to do. Let's be patient here. We got a minute and a half left on this candle. Let's just see what price decides to do. Okay, so price has now closed here. 15-minute. It was a nice big bearish engulfing. Came all the way down to that 382. It was so strong that I did market execute here. I entered with a 0.25%. Like I said, I'm risking 20 pips here. 0.25. Hopefully we can get some type of pullback. That's what I'm hoping. Pulling back to the 50%. That'd be ideal here. I'm gonna fill in that gap because there is a gap right there. Be devastated if price decides to leave right here. If it does, I'm risking 25% to the target. I'll get my 0.5% today. I do want to risk a little bit more on the side of I have faith, but I don't want to have it that low, and I don't want to enter anything right here that low. I want to see price pull back just a little bit to fill in this 50 fair value gap area. And touch that 50% mark. We touch that 50% mark, we're golden. That'll line back up with my trade. That'll give us our step 7B. We can see that the fair value gap was filled. So I'm gonna move that to the side. Put an alert here. Patiently wait. I think we're gonna get it though. Everything is flowing as it should. Probably should have entered at the 618, 50% when price was up there, but I'm gonna wait. Especially how price hasn't shifted yet on the 15 nor 30 minute. It's giving a nice engulfing here. As long as I'm in before the break of that structure, previous bullish candle right here. Right, this candle right here, lining in with the rejection of that supply. As long as I'm in, I think we'll be okay. Which I am in. Which I do think we are okay. So it's just gonna be a little bit of a patient waiting game. In terms of the other markets, that's what they're doing. You can see we have a nice, clear, big engulfing here on EU DXY, aligning with EU as well. Possible A range breakout setup here as well. I like the way that looks. But I like GU the best, so that's what we're gonna wait on. We're gonna wait on it. It is pushing heavily away. Heavily away. We're at the 236 now, which is a lot lower than I wanted. according to the second wave fib. Right here at this 236, you can see it. It's black. Got it black on here, but I think price will be nice and pull back. I feel comfortable. I don't think it's gonna just straight leave away. It does. I missed it. But the fact that I have confirmations, I have confluency, that's why I'm risking 2%, but only if price can come back here, come back up. How far away is that? It's 7 pips. I need price to come back just 7 pips. That's it. Just 7 pips. So we're gonna see. If not, I'm gonna have to add my entries lower on the 236, which is not ideal. So much not ideal. I probably won't even do it. It's a little bit too far away. I'll probably have to add something here back towards the 382, but we're gonna be patient. We're gonna wait. We're gonna see. I think we're gonna have a pullback. Strongly favorable have a pullback. But this nice reaction off this 1 hour or 30-minute supply was huge, giving a 15-minute candle waiting for an active BOC. The BOC being here. Very nice. If you would have played something like this, risking to the top of the candle, you would be in profit by 1 point. Price falling between 1 to 1 to 1.3 max reach. Going for a 2 to 1. Choose how you play. Price doing well so far. Just continue to wait and just be patient. Let's see, man. Let's see. Also, this is great confluence that the idea is moving in my direction. Based off the hourly, right? The hourly rejection is so strong here that it's showing that there's liquidity here for where price reached and grabbed from the supply. The supply is so strong. It's great what we want to see. So now we just need to hope that the supply doesn't supply out too fast. I don't think it will. The fact that it's grabbed the liquidity, I'm seeing something on the 5-minute potential demand down here to shoot price back up to come back down. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen here. Price is going to come down to the demand, come back up just a little bit, to then head lower. That's what I'm looking for. Everything else, according to the dollar, right? Got 5 minutes on this last 30 minute. Nice bearish engulfing on the EU, GU, and the dollar. NASDAQ pushing lower, as well as the silver bullet play. I wasn't able to emotionally stabilize myself. I did get out here just because I wasn't home. I was having to trade on my phone. I was working. I couldn't really focus like I wanted to, but price played out perfectly on a silver bullet. Gap filled here at 325. Price ate straight through the second fair value. Came to the second, respected this supply that was up here and just leaked down. Great New York move. So let's see how price wants to react here as we continue. Hopefully it doesn't just shoot straight. I don't think it will. I don't think it will. It's going to react off the supply for sure. So let's see. Wow, I was not talking the whole time. I was saying I'm interested in taking this 30-minute engulfing. That's very nice. Nice volume, pushing away from the daily. Even giving in with the A-range break. Going for a 2 to 1. I would like to see price pull back after the candle closes to come into that fair value. I'm playing it that way. But let's see. 2 more minutes. Okay. Massive momentum here and just continue to push down. This candle actually, the candle that closed is actually our step 7, and this shift right here is our 6C. So like I said, we need a 7B to really go in full. So I don't want to just hop in and catch still falling knife. I want to come back and let it come to me. Let it give me more of a better risk to reward. Price is doing exactly what we wanted to do. I'm getting a lot of FOMO because I didn't enter when I had the opportunity to 30 to 45 minutes ago, but that's all right. There's still potential. You can still make this into a great trade. It's already moving great. Already moving great. Probably I don't think we're gonna get 50%, but I got some pending limit orders at the 30% and 50%. This 50% is 2% risk going for 15 pips, and right here at 32 I did a 0.5 risking 20 pips. If I don't get filled, that's okay. Close the profits to make me back positive for the day from that early close from trying to take the silver bullet play that I didn't profit on, that the trade did work out. Let's continue to wait here, man. Patience is key. Patience is key. 1 hour just completely destroyed. See how price is reacting down in that demand down there. Tapped into the fair value. I want to see price come back up. I want to see price come back up for sure. A lot of patience on this setup though. A lot of patience because I see this taking its time. It's all right. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. This counter didn't close beneath the 236 yet, which is what my yellow fib is, which step 8 is. So until we have step 8, we don't have full confirmation. So that's why I'm not really worried about the trade just leaving. This candle here would have to close. I actually see this candle reversing out of here, tapping into that demand that it's into right now, which it has tapped into in the fair value gap and flying back up. Having patience though, having extreme patience. I haven't even entered EU. And put an alert on EU as well. EU has this 3200 EMA right here on the floor, so there's a bigger floor right here on EU. So I'm much more hesitant to take EU. Much more hesitant. Really just trying to focus on GU as it's just leaving. Completely flying away. Completely flying away. Man, it was a great trade. Opportunity up there in that supply. Very, very upset. Not I was about to, you heard me, I was about to say very, very upset with myself, but I'm not. Waiting for confirmations. This is what gives me that full blow to take the full risk into the trade. Till we get it. Right. I'm only risking 0.5% at that 3 to 2, like I said. And my full 2% risk is up there at that 50% in this 50% area. So we got a whole 25 minutes till this candle closes. So let's see. Something just came across my mind as I'm watching price too. There's a good chance that I could have labeled this wrong, and instead of this full wave being my second wave, there being a smaller implication right here and here. So in reality, step 7 and step 6 and 7 already happened. This part right here, let me go to a different chart. This area right here would have been the necessary quote unquote pullback. So I'm looking for this right here would have been your 7B, which is what I was looking for. I think it is a 7B, just off the pressure of momentum. I think I missed this trade. I think I missed it. Just the way of price, the reaction that price is giving. That's why I'm saying I think I missed it, because price is gone, man. Price is gone. Sheesh. Freak, man. I'm a little bit upset. I think I measured this wrong. This would have been your shift here. 60 here. Price reversing into the zone here. This being your 6B. This cross right here being your 6. So once again, this being your first break. This being your second break. And then your third/4th break here. So this being like your step 1. This being your step 5. These areas up here being your 6B. Reversing in the zone. In this case, zone being a 13 extension wave up higher. Yeah, price is gone. It's hard for me to look at this right now. Getting a lot of FOMO. That's all right. Let it go. Let it do its thing. Paying 6. Put 6. 2x step 6. Yeah, this looks more like what price was. Dang. B, 6C. This being your shift. This being your activating cross, step 7. And even if I do miss it, the fact that I'm able to identify this and see it, the next time it happens again, I'll have that confidence. I haven't traded this in a very long time, so that's why. And the time frame that it was on, I had to decide if it was on a 15 or 30 minute. Yeah, the price is gone. So reality. Step 7 is the activating cross. Step B is the test of that 7C cross of the EMA again. And this being your 7C. Right, so reality, taking it something like this, what I had, initially what I had. 20 pips, even though I closed it, boom. Going for the 272. Tough to look at, I'm not gonna lie. Price is breaking that low now. I don't think it's coming back. Don't think it's coming back. Potential to still take EU though. I'm not gonna take it. I'm not taking that engulfing just because of the structure. Once again, there's huge floor that I see on the 1 hour time frame. Don't really see much movement in this, so I'm just gonna let that walk by. Great sell here on GU though. Great sell. Let me add the other chart that I just did. I believe it was Forex.com. Yeah. Still got 17 minutes. ultimately would like to see price probably come back to me, give me some type of a pickup. If it comes back to that 236, man, I'm definitely interested in adding some type of position, but the risk to reward is just so much more different here. I don't even know how to risk it. I have to risk it pretty much off that high like that. Still going for 20 pips essentially. I wouldn't be able to get two to one, but I can still get one. Oh man, I'm still thinking about what if I would have took this first one like I thought. Risking that 15 pips, man. Getting a 3.2 return RR. And the 3 risking 1%. Oh, risking 3 times what I risk, and I was gonna risk 2%. 246, 2,000 also 2 4, yeah, $6,000 in profit return. Would have completed the challenge for me. So all I need is 6%. Ah, hard to look at. Not gonna lie, it's hard to look at this. Pause the video and come back to maybe something else. All right, here we are at 7:30. Right, obviously, this looks like was the correct way. The initial directions that I was giving out when I started the recording, it doesn't look like it was it. Could still be it. Doesn't really know. But in terms of recalculating it and reforming it into this way, obviously price is giving, right? This 30-minute candle closure being the confirmation on step 8, which gives this trade idea full force flow. If I would have entered in from the 382, risking about 20 pips or even 15 pips, that technically wouldn't have been wrong. Coming to this first target is a 2.13, so more than a 2-to-1 risk to reward. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait. If price comes back to that 236 though, I will get in. No hesitation until we reach the -13 target level of what is this 20s, pretty much breaking 27,000. Until we break 27,000, I'm gonna be actively looking to sell. So getting in at 27,100 would be great. Great. Let's be patient. Let's continue to be patient and see. Only one way to tell, man. Only one way to tell. This is what the other markets look like. You can see 30-minute engulfing held on the dollar, even euro dollar, but it was weak. The past 30 minutes was weak on both sides. Only real strength coming in the sales on pound dollar. Now at the low of yesterday. It's at yesterday's low. Is that yesterday's high? It's either yesterday's high or yesterday's low. No, it's yesterday's low. So we're bouncing off yesterday's low. Potential pullback to come back down would be great, especially on how that 1 hour rejection looked. I mean, it's more healthy and fluid now based off the volume of this hour of 7 a.m. But we'll see how the last 30 minutes of this hour closes. More likely it's going to just continue to full down towards the weekly open. Or it could pull back. If it pulls back, then there's a high chance that we will continue to get higher pullback. More desirable towards the 382 is where I'll enter more of my majority of my positions at this current time if our target TP level isn't hit, but we'll see. We'll see. I think it's cool to at least break down the process of what the trade is doing. Like I was in the trade, even though I missed it, I can analyze it and see how I missed it and see what I missed so I can calculate and correct it the next time. Because in time, the reason I didn't take it is because I saw the liquidity grab from this candle and I'm like, ain't no way price is gonna hold like this. But it did, and it completely just shifted, man. It ran into that supply and gone. Grab liquidity here, broke structure here, came back, retested, great pullback into the supply, filled in the gap, and is just gone. Great movement. The fact that I was able to see it in hindsight, mark it up, talk and walk us through it is pretty cool. I'll admit it. I feel bad because I missed the trade, but I feel even great because I recognize it and I can see it. That's one of the key things I think is important in trading is analyzing, right? Journaling, knowing where you are, reanalyzing win trades, reanalyzing losing trades, reanalyzing trades that you may not even be in. It's all a journaling process. So let's see. Okay, we got price pulling back. It didn't never fully hit that target, which is great. Price is pulling back. It did break this low, so I will shift the fib just a little bit to correct it. I'm trying to see how I want to do this. Obviously, I would want price to reach at least a 236. Um, how I want to risk this, I'm not really sure. But price is coming back to take all of everything that it just did. To go back down. I know it's gonna go back down. How far back it comes back up before it goes back down, I don't know. Don't really want to get in anything in this 236 to be honest. I really just want to be patient. I'm not even gonna put in a 10% because I'll have to essentially risk it all the way back up to the 618, which isn't bad, risking 25 pips. This is a 1-to-1, right? So this isn't bad, but that's not what I want. But I gotta sometimes give what the market gives me. But because that is the case, I think we're gonna risk. Let's pull up the broker here. So not off that fib base, but from this high to this low. Right, from this high to this low. We want to see price come back at least to the 236. I'm going to delete that entry. We're going to realign it. Open calc, switch it up. Excuse the EMAs if you're not used to seeing it, but oh well. I feel like going to some other charts, you're going to have to deal with it. Sorry, not sorry. And we're just going to the 618. And we'll go light because it's the first initial tap. Let's do 0.5% here. Boom. Why does it look different? Oh, it's because it's measuring off this first wave, which might actually be it. But I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna have it actually a little bit higher because that's where the full 1-to-1 is based off the 618. All right, so I'm gonna open that trade. And we really would like to see price come back up to the 382. We can have price come back up to the 382 upon this fib level, which is off this first wave. Here, and I can actually have it like so. Fib 1, 2, 3. This high to this low. Price is enticing, which is great. This looks like a whole bunch of indecision, but it's doing exactly what I wanted to do, which is crazy. To the T. Keep doing your thing, shouting. So I'm pretty much trusting the 618 here. To a market pending, and from this 382, we'll do 15 pips. Let's actually risk 20 pips here. Actually, because there's so much volume, that hourly looks like it's gonna close differently. How do we want to do this? How do we want to do this? How do we want to do this? So I just posted a trade on GU. Probably looking at the supply. What is he looking at? The supply or the demand? And he's looking at price to come right in here, right at that 236, right exactly where I'm looking at. 236 based from Did I hit play on the recording? Yes, recording. 236 base from the initial high of the day to the somewhat low of the day. The initial low. I mean, even extend it down just a little bit, just because the market did move. Tapped it. We got in. I'm risking 0.5% here. But I want to see it come to that 382. Which is this 382. We can get price to come up to 2720. We got this being risked. And we got this right here active. Let's move that one out the way. Right now, this is active. Coming for 20 pips, yeah. That's 6, step 7. Activating cross, test the EMA. So we need price to come back to the EMA. I don't know if it's going to come all the way back up to the EMA. Based off price action. What I'll do is I'll let 382. So we'll pretty much replay this one. I'll have a sell limit here. Yeah. Price coming up to the 382. Hours 20 pips. We'll take it down here. I'll risk 1% on that position. Boom. We'll open that one. And I'll delete that top one because this doesn't have the same value. I may still put a sum limit there because I definitely can see price coming up there, but I don't know, the way that I just push back away again, straight off that 236 is dangerous, man. I'm telling you. That's why I had something there. It looks different because it's not off. Oh, no, it doesn't. Right now, actually, no, that's what actively being played. But right now, we also have this. $25. Yeah, risking 25 pips essentially. Going for a 1-to-1. So I got 0.5% on the board being risked. The way I got wicked in on that trade is crazy. Especially that 5-minute engulfing rejection. Already up pretty much the 1-to-1. So once again, this looks like the one that's being played out most. This looks like the one that was it. In terms of the setup formation. Technically, this tap right here could have been the tested EMA. If this, let's see, this was my step 7, right? This would be my 7B. I don't know about count that as a 7 because it didn't touch my 50. It touched the lower EMAs, the 5 and 13, but that doesn't substitute a 7B test. It was a test. So I do recognize it. So I will mark it because it is a test, but it wasn't the test that I was looking for. Already up a quarter. NASDAQ is low right now. Definitely interested in some type of buys on NASDAQ. I may just end up waiting until 10 a.m. before I touch it. But if price comes down here, though, I'm definitely interested in buying it. Putting a buy. Based off, kind of like a turtle soup. Based off the measurement from this low, and this low. Focusing on the first of 272, but that level got rated. So the next level is a 114, lining up with the next 272 off this low, which is great, great confluence. This is probably gonna be the one that I take. Probably gonna have a pending limit order. I'm gonna go ahead and set that up on camera actually. Go full screen already. Take it to the 4-hour. Zoom out. Measure it from this low to this high. Looking at price to come to the 113 extension level. And we'll risk 2% here. Confident in this trade for sure. Market pending. And we'll take it up to the 618 like always. 3.1 risk to reward. How do I want to, let's give us a little bit of room. Right. I usually put my stop underneath the 618, but I don't really see price in terms of the opening reaching that 272 because that would put price at 333 points. That's a lot. That's a lot, especially how far price has already been dropping. The next confluence spot based off the EMAs on the 12-hour. Yeah, 12-hour and the daily are the only ones I'm seeing the 100 EMA pop up. So that's showing me that there's something in between here. So that's my ideal spot. So I'm going to put my stop at the 272, which isn't necessarily normal for how I usually play this. That's all right. And I won't risk 2%. I'll risk 1 just because it's not what I normally do. I don't want to do too much. I got to fix this to line up correctly. I make this line up to $1,000. I gotta type in 6% for some reason to make this pop up. So it's a 6 slot trader right here. Okay. Nope, that is not it. $10,000 was not what I'm trying to do. So it may actually be a standard. Input risk. Let's see what happens. Do 1%. Take it to the 618. Oh, 2%. Standard is 2%. So that means I need to do a 0.5. Boom, $900. Boom, that's as close as I'm gonna get, obviously. So let's leave that there and see how that wants to play out and keep our focus on GU. I'm gonna pause the recording, see how this continues to play out. All right, so price just broke down, hit like one of the first target TPs. I'm gonna delete the sell limit now because it doesn't look like it's gonna play out. So let me delete it. Tapping into that 113. I'm going for the flat $500 rate on my account, which is like 32 pips. We're almost there. Going for that 32 EMA essentially, but you know, we reached in. So I was right. The second chart showing the 3-wave flow, really a 4-wave flow in this case, but this is just a retest. This is just a big deep retest with another retest that just leaped to the floor. This one was incorrect. I still was able to catch another move by having a sell limit here. As you can see, price wicked into it. I'm giving you what it gave you, but overall, just very nice to see the market still doing things that I used to trade this like religiously back in the day. It's still nice to see that the market still has fluidity and does things that it used to do. I mean, it probably still does this all the time, but I just don't pay attention to it as much. This was just so evident to me on the hourly. Also, there was nothing else on the screen. So I'm gonna let price flow and actually hit my target. Close me out. I'm not gonna close early, even though it technically is tapping in that target. Even if I did have my TP at that 13 extension, it never really hit. At least on that one, it did on this fib, based off the initial one that was stretched out. As you can see, we're reaching in, pretty much coming closer and closer. I'll go ahead and move my stop loss and profit there to that 114. Oh snap, come back. But yeah, man, it feels good to just watch price do what you said it was going to do. And this is why it's important to realize and note that even though you may not be exactly right by placing yourself in the market, you can be aware of the situation and notice how you can do certain things to align yourself with what is flowing. I missed my opportunity by not executing at the right time. Miscalculation, okay. I miscalculate. I mean, control my emotions. I mean, I just immediately hop in, randomly putting my just random trade, putting my stop loss wherever I wanted to put it. No, wait, be patient. Let the price come back to you like it did. Literally on this wick here. Look at that. Look at that on the 5-minute, man. Price not gonna get no more better than that when it comes to reacting. So more patience, more patience. Even now, as it's at 13, it could reverse back up and completely go back the other way. I'm okay with being patient. I can wait for another 5 to 7 pips to get my full 0.5% close. And notice how I had 0.5%. I didn't over leverage. I didn't drop 1 because I had missed it. I didn't drop my initial 2%, which is what I was going to risk on the trade. Right? It's all right. I was going to get to 6% return, but I'm only getting 0.5%. So mentally, me being okay with that, me being aware of that, just moving in the right direction. It's huge, 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 huge. As you can see, once again, these are the steps, right? Identifying the first impulse, price retraced. Identify the second impulse, retraced again. And then as it crossed over the EMA, tested it, right? It tested, or it tested it here technically. Came back, broke, test back. Let me hide the drawings. Came back, test back here, dropped, did another test back, and just leaped down to the downside. Heading, we're now below the weekly open. So I am going to be weary. I don't want to have price come back and jump on me. I want to let it reach. Let it reach. Come on. You can make it. You can make it. I'm going to be patient. If not, that's okay. Definitely don't want to be Anything lost in right there. So let's say we can get that full reach. I believe we can get it. I know we're gonna get it because we've done everything else according to T. Just continuous patience. I'm gonna go ahead and end this recording here now. Even if I do have to close early, price comes back and stops me out. It's all about the consistency and growth. So next time I do a recording, it'll be at 10 a.m. an hour and a half from now. So 8:30. I'm actually gonna go ahead and close this right now just because I'm recording. And I'm okay with that. But appreciate you. Nice, great trade. Nice, great setup. Just believing in your analysis, believing in your setup, and seeing what you see is going to be true. But I appreciate all the support, even from the silver bullet Nasdaq play that I missed. That price is just completely low, and as well as I'm still waiting for price to come a little bit lower, so I can take this buyback up. This is going to be my next big trade. I feel like. But yeah, appreciate you. Love and peace.